Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, Charlamagne gave Donkey of the Day to who?
Man, American Airlines, because they gave a good brother named David Ryan Harris. They accused him of trafficking his own children.
That is wild.
So it made me think about, flying while black, because, I'm a black man, married to a black woman, got 4 beautiful black daughters. And I remember when my oldest daughter was younger, we were together on the plane, and the staff came over and asked if that was my daughter. And they asked her if I was, her father. And I replied, I hope so. But what you didn't realize in that moment is that was a case of flying while black. Like, why do they think that just because I'm a black man, right, flying with my younger daughter, that I would be trafficking? Like, do you have a stereotype of black men in your head that black men don't take care of their children? So
Right.
if you see a black man with a child, that automatically alarms you? Stop it.
Right. Well, I didn't have those type of problems.
Because you're Dominican.
No.
Why would you have a flying while black
I did have a
experience?
Dominican problem one time. I was flying back from, I believe it was DR.
DR, of course.
Yeah, and
The motherland.
I was doing a show out there, and they pulled me to the side. They thought I was actually Dominican, and they pulled me to the
You
side.
are.
I'm not. They thought I was trafficking. They kept asking me Spanish. They went through my luggage and they checked my passport like 3-4 times. They thought I was impersonating somebody else. That happened. And the only other time is every time I do travel. It doesn't happen that much anymore, but they would always check my boarding pass.
So do you say no Espanol when they're asking you if you know Spanish? You know how I would say no, like a Spanish person would say, speak no English. Do you say no Espanol?
I do. No Espanol. No Espanol. No Espanol. But they would put me to the side. Like they might say, all right, first class boarding now. And then they'd be like, sir, I said first class. Like they would do stuff like that. Or if I'm sitting in my seat, they'd be like, sir, can I see your ticket? When they don't ask anybody else in first class to see their ticket. So I do get stuff like that. But other than that, no, I haven't had any problems with my kids. And I
Tell me
travel
you play
frequently with the
baseball.
kids. What?
Tell them you play baseball.
Yo, what's wrong with you, man?
Tell them you play for the Yankees.
Yo, what's wrong with
Tell them
you?
you play for the Yankees, man.
Hello, who's this?
It's Brandon, man.
Brandon, man. What's up, man?
What's going on with y'all, bro?
I feel like do I hear some South Carolina in your voice?
Nah, man, Louisiana.
Oh,
bro,
Louisiana.
man.
Okay. Okay.
Now this, what happened to you flying black, bro?
So this happened like when the Saints were going to Super Bowl. So my dad used to work for the airlines, like loading the planes, and they used to pay taxes for the flight. So only thing is, whoever bought the tickets first had to load the plane. So that this older white lady was trying to upgrade her ticket to first class, and it just so happened the only 2 seats that was available for us to sit in was first class. So she was like highly upset. So when she got on the plane, she asked her, she said, well, where are y'all going? And we was like, we going to the Super Bowl. And she was like, well, ain't that good? Congratulations for y'all. And I was like, you could hear the racism in her eyes, bro. Like it was like I was like, is she congratulating for the Super Bowl or because I'm black in first class? And not only that, the stewardess was coming through with like the honey buns and the liquor and stuff. And this is my first time ever on the flight, and she just kept passing us up.
First of
So I asked my
all,
dad the other day,
whoa. What the hell airline was you on where they had honey buns? I ain't never got off
man,
with no honey
bro,
buns on no
listen,
airline.
Bro. Man, they had, bro, I'm no lie, bro. They had honey buns, zebra cakes.
Man, if
They
you
had
don't
all
stop
types
your
of
line,
stuff.
what airline was this?
Cat.
Man, no cap.
What
No cap,
airline?
bro. Southwest.
What? I know you lying. If Southwest ain't got no goddamn little Debbie cakes and no honey buns and no zebra cakes, don't you tell me no lie like that.
I ain't never hear that. Hello,
And
who's this?
there's no first class on Southwest.
Cat.
Let me look. Let me make sure.
Hello, who's this?
This is Katrina. Good morning.
Hey, Katrina. Good morning. Talk to us.
Well, I've never personally had anything happen where it was me and my children, but I was in the airport in Jacksonville International Airport, and there was a white guy with a little black boy. And initially it looked like maybe he was helping him find his parents until it looked like he started walking towards the exit, and the little boy was looking like he was pulling away to go in the opposite direction, and the man was like holding his hand really aggressively. And I didn't know who you tell. And so I ended up going to one of the flight attendants at one of the gates. And they were the ones that when you see something like that, they told me that you're supposed to notify one of them. And she made me give her a description of the man and the child, and she alerted TSA, and they went looking for the man and the little boy.
So you snitched on him. Did they stop him? What did you save the day, or was that his kid?
I couldn't tell because I had to get on my flight.
See, I'm gonna tell you why that's not fair. That's not fair because I have a very rowdy 8-year-old. She's 8 now, but she's been rowdy. She's rowdy, right, her whole life. And certain points, at certain points, she gets these ideas in her head, like she don't want to ride on elevators. So we don't notice until we get to the elevator.
Right.
So we getting up to the elevator at the airport, and she, I get on the elevator, and she running away and all kind of stuff. I got to chase behind her, and in my mind, I'm thinking that, like, get your little ass over here before they think I'm out here trafficking or something crazy like
if
that.
I ever see you with a young girl chasing a young girl, I'm calling the police.
But that's insane. But just think about that. So that's right. Some kids are just unruly at times. You can't just be doing that just because you see some unruly young kids,
and then you
man.
can't grab them up crazy like you want to, because then somebody gonna call the police on you.
Why not? It's my child.
All right.
By the way, like, don't do that. But I'm just saying to you I respect what that lady did, but you got to be cautious about stuff like that.
But
man.
she is being cautious. She's just calling the authorities for them to check, because she's not gonna go check.
Yeah, but how authorities gonna roll up when they check?
But they're gonna ask and say, "Hey, is this your daughter?" And then
they're not gonna be that nice.
Show me pictures.
They're not gonna be that nice most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what happened if it is a case where somebody is, kidnapping a girl, or there's some trafficking?
You're right, but the reality of the situation is, man, I'm gonna tell you how you can tell if an officer roll up and they be like, "Is this your child?" Yes, this is mine. You think I'd be putting up with this if it wasn't? You know what I'm saying?
800-585-1051. We're talking about flying black. Have you had an incident on the airline? Let's discuss. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about flying black. Charlamagne gave Donkey today to who?
American Airlines, man, because they profiled a singer by the name of David. What's David's name? Hold on, let me pull up David's name. David. What the hell is that? Oh, David. Why can I not find it right
David
now?
Banner? David Ruffin?
It was not David Banner. I cannot find it at the moment. But they pulled over a singer named David. Because he got profiled, and they said that he was trafficking his own children. Unbelievable.
What's his name?
I can't find David Harris.
David Harris, okay.
There you go.
And salute to David Banner, too. All right, so we're opening up.
What the hell? Why are you shooting?
Because only David I know is Banner. That's the only one I know.
Shut up, man.
800-585-1051. We're asking, have you had a problem flying black? Let's go to the phone lines. We got Rachel on the line. Rachel, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Rachel. Now, you experienced or you witnessed something like this before?
No, I haven't. But I just wanted to correct the record that white women do experience this with biracial kids. There was a story on Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Did you
So
get cut off?
she just said it was a story with Southwest. You still there, Rachel?
Yes.
Okay, what happened now?
Hello.
Rachel's phone is horrible. Hello, Maya.
Yes.
Hey, Maya. Now we're talking about flying black. Now, what happened with you?
So me and my son, we were at the Fort Lauderdale airport waiting for our planes to come to go to St. Thomas. And my son, he was like 1 year old. He's never flown anywhere, so he was just overwhelmed. And this couple kept like looking back at us, like couple looking back at us or whatever. And they were like, maybe you need to feed him. Do you have money to buy him food? Like, do you want us to buy him some food? I'm like, we're good. It was just so weird, and I never felt like so offended. I don't know if they meant it that way, but they definitely were like,
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Were you wearing a bonnet?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, how did you look when they asked you if you needed food?
I didn't know how to look. I was just like, no, we're good or whatever. And they was like, you sure? We can go over there and buy you some food together.
Were you wearing a bonnet, though?
Oh, my gosh. I can't remember. I don't think I was, though, because I was going on a trip. My hair was done.
Oh, okay.
My goodness. All right.
Oh.
Aaron, good morning, Aaron.
Good morning. It's Aaron from Detroit.
What up, Doe? We're talking about flying black. What happened with you?
Doe? So my sister called me at like 1 o'clock in the morning. My niece was on the flight. She's 16. She was coming home from Phoenix, and two white men approached her and basically had badges and said, come with me. Delta did nothing. They just left it alone. The feds was involved. No call back, no nothing.
So what happened?
What happened with your niece?
She called her mom screaming that two men was trying to kidnap her.
Wow.
Oh, you tell.
They
Okay,
were trying to sex traffic her.
So it was two people pretending to be some type of authority.
Yes, after TSA, I don't know how they were able to do that. They showed badges, and then when she called her mom screaming, they ran off.
Damn.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm glad she did that. I'm glad she had the wherewithal to, scream and run off.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Delta did nothing, so flying while black.
Damn. Well, thank you so much, Mama.
Yep.
So what's the moral to the story, if there is a moral?
I mean, the moral of the story is, man, profiling is whack, and it's a shame that whether you driving or flying as a black person, you got to deal with this type of stuff,
Yeah, but I also, I don't want to say I understand, but if you're a white woman traveling with a white baby, it's hard to say, well, is that person trafficking? But if the baby looks, and I guess they do it off of looks. So if the baby looks nothing like the mom or the dad, I guess they try to figure out.
That's profiling.
And it is profiling, but
that's profiling.
It is profiling.
And I think that, there should be like severe consequences, when you get that wrong, because the embarrassment and the shame and the trauma you can cause a family and you can cause parents, is unreal.
But should every parent, when you travel and you fly, be able to have an identification? And I know people say, well, what identification? You have to have a passport if you travel out the country, whether it's a baby or not. But at least you have to have something so you know that kid is with that family. Because, you don't know. Because on the airport, you could take any kid and say it's your kid and walk right through it. You could drug a kid, put him in the stroller and walk right through. You know what I mean? There's no way of actually telling.
No,
so how do you prevent it?
I don't know. I just know that they got to do a better job and stop, just basing it off the color of somebody's skin.
Mm-hmm. All right. When we come back, we got your rumor report. We got to discuss Outkast. We got to congratulate them, and we'll get into it next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.